Hey, what's up everybody? Destroyer here, back with a cast of Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.02. Today we'll be looking at a replay I downloaded from GameReplays.org, and it is a 4v4 on Nanduhirion, or Nandu for short. And it's a pretty good map, I'd say. A lot of people play it. A lot of people hate this map as well, but hey, let's take a look at the teams here. We have DreadReapr as the blue elf there, and his partner Muadd as the red dwarves. The yellow Isengard, King of Rise of the Witch King. That's quite a bold claim, I'd say. And Timewizard as the cyan or teal. I'll just call it cyan. Dwarf there. And then we have Kili as the black Isengard team there in the front on the other side. And his partner is MattysMirk, pink. That looks like pink dwarves. Pink dwarves, whatever. And MauHuR as the white Angmar player here. And their final partner is CS, the dark green Elves. So yeah, 4v4. We got an elf, an Angmar, a dwarf, and an Isengard versus a Isengard, a dwarf, another dwarf, and an elf. So this should be interesting. 4v4s are always action-packed, as you might imagine. There's lots of players, lots of armies. So things will be getting crazy, I'd imagine, at some point. But for now, let's see what's going on. We have Timewizard building a little forward base here by his outpost, which is a good strategy to keep that safe, as he will want to keep that outpost for as long as possible to keep his monies going in. His money flowing. And the elves on the bottom doing the same here, DreadReapr. So he'll be trying to keep his outpost safe with his elven barracks there, and his troops will be coming out right next to it. Is the enemy team doing the same? No, they are not. Dwarves actually have a mine shaft there though, which is useful. So Mattys will begin capturing this outpost, as he can actually just get there through a mine shaft instead of actually building his base out there. This can be kind of risky, this putting your base out front, because obviously your base is not in your base where everything else is defended, where they would normally have to go up a hill. And we have a clan setting from King of the Rise of the Witch King here. And Muadd has all warriors, some guardians pumping out there. Beacon was placed with MauHuR, signaling to the middle for some reason. We have a clan setting as well from Kili here, and Angmar putting up a forward troll and wolf den. So MauHuR building in forward. As the back player, you don't really want to build your production structures back here, as then you'll just be far away and won't be able to help your teammates as much. But he's going for quick snow trolls. Also getting some dire wolves. Interesting. And the elves have captured their outpost. So CS, where is CS's barracks exactly? There it is. So that's where he's producing his stuff from. Yeah. And things will begin kicking off in the middle here, it looks like, as the Dwarves and Isengard player clash there a little bit, killing a few wildmen. It's like wildmen do have torches here, so they're upgraded quite quickly to be doing extra damage. As you see, a upgraded with torches wildmen completely wreck ones without it, so definitely a cost-effective way to keep these guys alive, but they will be overwhelmed eventually. While they do more damage, they're still not extremely survivable, so they will die. And we have some blue elves pushing on the green elves here. So DreadReapr will begin pushing on CS over here in the bottom. Some dire wolves coming in from MauHuR there, and snow troll as well. But he's definitely going to want to get the snow trolls out of there, as there's a lot of elves there. We do have. Oh, those look like Mirkwoods for a second. No, not so much. Florian archers. I'm gonna say that would be some quick Mirkwoods. And yeah, I'll try to keep up with the action here. There's going to be a lot going on, undoubtedly. Let's go up here. There's a little scuffle between some dwarves. We do have a Prince Brand already from, who is this again? MattysMirk. So he is the player over here, actually. And what's going on here? Nothing too much. Just not at the moment. Red and blue are on a team there, so the red dwarf, Muadd putting up a forward mineshaft, very forward, so he will be getting to the action quite quickly. We do have some fire drakes on this map, as well as by the signal fires, 2 of them on bottom and top. It is completely mirrored and symmetrical, and there is an inn in the middle, which was used by the yellow Isengard player, KingOfRotW, the Witch King, but it was knocked down. And now the blue elves and the red dwarves are pushing forward. So this could be a bit of trouble for the team on the right here. We do have the green elf there, though, actually having a decent amount of Lorien archers, but these axe lords are actually making quick work of them. So this player could be in a bit of a pickle here. And it seems most of the aggression is heading towards the right side of the map, as the left team is being very aggressive, pushing forward. As you see, there's no enemies over here, except for these dwarves here from Timewizard, trying to save. Well, those are actually the good dwarves. MattysMirk's dwarves are over here, trying to get rid of this hall of warriors. He did knock down this outpost. Seems MattysMirk still has his outpost. And yeah, still having trouble taking out these dwarves, as they're very tanky here. So Muadd not going anywhere for a bit. But we do have a Haldir from CS, the elf here. Rally Call goes down the dwarves here. And these snow trolls will be very good, but not against this. These are phalanxes. Ooh, he's got to be careful. There's a bit of phalanxes here as well. It's a problem. Good players at least have 1 battalion of pikemen. It makes it very difficult for people to trample you. So rendering cavalry pretty inefficient sometimes. But he will go take out this forward mineshaft, and this one as well. If that was a mineshaft, I'm assuming it was. And now he's actually coming in on the flank and killing these axe throwers. Oh, and the dwarf army will be crushed here by the armies of Angmar and Isengard. Although there is some Wildmen here. Unfortunately, though, these snow trolls will make short work of those, as well as some direwolves, as they're not able to deal with that. Looks like the forward base of CS is actually going down a bit. Both of his barracks is destroyed by the blue elves, and that is going to be a big problem for them. Who's the blue elf again? DreadReapr, right? Yeah, DreadReapr. So DreadReapr's pushing forward here. CS is in a bit of trouble. He does have another barracks, and he's beginning to produce some troops out of it. And yellow and black Isengard teams potentially going to into a scuffle there. It looks like the yellow team runs away there. Let's take a look at the powers real quick. Muadd the Dwarves has Rally Call. MattysMirk the Dwarf has Rally Call Heal. DreadReapr has Elven Wood and Rally Call. KingOfRotW, the Witch King. I guess it's Rise of the Witch because he doesn't have enough space for the king. Has a War Chant. We have a War Chant and a Fell Wind from MauHuR, Angmar player. Prebane from Kili, Isengard right here. CS the Elves has Rally Call. Rally Call Heal from Timewizard. And that is all the powers so far. I'm sure that we'll be getting much more in the way of powers soon, and that will swing things in one team's favor or another. But like I said, still, right team definitely at disadvantage here, as the left team is crushing the defenses here, taking out their structures as well. Wolf Dead did go down there. Paul the King's Men, level 3 actually might go down as well. Doesn't look like he's throwing out a snowbind on it. So that is an expensive loss. Not good for MauHuR. Will he get it though is the question. It's going to be close. And no, actually he won't, as he does not have enough men to finish it off. And we do have a Glorfindel in the field from CS here. He's the green elf, I believe. Also a Haldir. Almost killed as well. Needs to be a little careful. Seems to have a few pikemen on the fort. I can do a whole lot. And these crossbows are going to be putting up quite the defense, as well as these Dark Rangers from MauHuR there. And as you see, yet no one's over here yet. There's a full-on forward base here. So Timewizard is going to have quite the outpost there. And he'll be pushing forward. Does have a Prince Brand level 5. Not sure if I saw that yet, but he is level 5 now at least. So he will be doing quite a bit of damage. And, yeah, that's the one we saw. Pink, MattysMirk has a level 6 Prince Brand. And a Gloin as well. So he should be able to fend this army off, I think. Get towards the middle. We're champion throwing down these Dark Rangers and MauHuR. And there's a very large army of Dwarves and Isengard coming in here. Rally Call being thrown down on them. And they'll be cutting their way through these snow trolls. Lots of axes are being thrown there. Seems there's anything going on the bottom there. This is probably the only spot where some action is. Looks like it. Oh, we got some arrow volleys being thrown down. With the Creebane on top. Lowering their defenses. And that does kill the majority of those axe throwers. Only a few stragglers survive. And that attack is thoroughly crushed by the good use of arrow volley. And arrow volley just shows how useful it is. Or can be. Can take out a pretty much an entire army if used correctly. Especially when you have the Creebane to go on top. Because if they were rally called and he used that, they majority probably wouldn't kill them. It would wound majority of them and not kill them. And then potentially they could throw down a heal on top of their guys. Undermine being thrown down by the Red Dwarf Muadd. Now he will send his army out. Felwyn being thrown down on them. Just going to throw them about a bit. Not going to kill many of them. But they will be picked off by the Dark Rangers and the Snow Trolls as they are on the ground. And there's actually no pikemen here. The phalanxes are over here being killed. So these guys will die. Which is unfortunate. Oh god, we have Noldor warriors already. Looks like 2 battalions of Noldors from the blue Elves, which is players DreadReapr. So he will be doing lots of damage there. CS forced to retreat with his Elves, as he does not have enough power to take on Noldor warriors with a giant meat shield in front of him. And Noldor's range is insane, as you see. They can also shoot up hills, which is quite nice. So the Elves and Isengard team from the left will be doing a good amount of damage here. Focusing down this tower, this rogue statue, trying to get the buff out of here. But deciding not to keep focusing with archers because it will take a long time to actually kill those. And there's the deafening summon ents. Arrow volley being thrown down. This could do a lot of damage here. Not going to kill the Noldors, obviously. Kill the Wildmen. Axe throwers, as he did put them in a defensive stance, which does increase their armor. Sometimes making them live through things like that. And you have alerts here up front, as well as a Morgamir. So they will be fending off this army. It looks like they are pushing back the attackers. And these Ents probably not going to get a whole lot done. Actually dying pretty quick to these fire torches from the Wildmen, as they do fire damage. And Ents, as you might imagine, quite weak to fire. So that attack will be fended off pretty nicely. You get Dark Rangers and Mirkwoods, which is very scary, as both of those are probably the top two best archer units in the game, I think. I'm not sure if Dark Rangers are better than Athelians, but they're definitely close, if not better. And the Ent will be killed there. We have a Troll Stone Thrower there to provide siege backup to their army there. So, very good against archers, as you might imagine. Catapults are. Also, killing these forward furnaces. Yellow Isengard putting furnaces all over the middle. Although this looks like it is giving a bunch of power points to the other enemy team here. Possibly should have been destroyed sooner. Not too sure. And now for once, it looks like the attack might be coming to the doorstep of the left team. Which hasn't actually happened yet, as the left team has been full on aggressive. Trying to push forward into the right team's base. And will they push forward now? It seems they will. So MauHuR with his Angmar troops pushing forward with the Isengard player. That is Kili, of course. We've got Noldors coming out from CS now. So the green elves will have the powerful archers as well. Although he does have the Mirkwoods, which is still pretty powerful. Glorfindel's going to need to be a little careful though. You're going to probably want to get out of there. Ooh, Blight being thrown down on top of this army. Going to be a lot of whites here, because it just causes a chain reaction of death. Any unit that dies on the stained land turns into a white that survives for a certain amount of time. Patch 2.02. So there's a very large white army coming in. Potentially do a lot of damage before the time is up. That is such a powerful power. It's a good change from the 2.01 version, which was like it was a 5-point power, I believe, that just like lowered the resources of wherever you put it. It was kind of useless. So great change from that power, I feel. Although sometimes it can be a bit much, as you might get an entire army turned into a white and then just have an army of death swooping through your place here. And Kili's alert's actually taking out King of the Witch King's alerts there. Will he get away though? Looks like it, as there's not much to kill him. A couple axe throwers, which aren't going to catch him, and they're not very dangerous. But we do have a troll stone thrower actually sieging the fortress of King of the Witch King. He could be in trouble if his partner's going to go take it out. Looks like the blue elves. DreadReapr is going to attempt to destroy it though. It's pretty crucial that thing goes away, or else that fort will go down. Yeah, we have lots of Falls of the King's Warriors, level 1, level 3. We got a Siege Works. He is getting his upgrades now. So MauHuR will be getting upgrades. And let's stop scrolling and start clicking, which is a little bit more effective for getting across the map. Actually, some wildmen back here with some torches. Looks like they're just being cleaned up though. Actually, Muadd has been defeated. Somehow I missed that. Is this an enemy team? Kili, yes. Oh. No, Timewizard is this player. He does have some zealots. But yeah, Muadd being defeated is a big blow to the left team. As that will make it 4-on-3. And I don't know how I managed to miss that. I didn't expect an army to be back here, to be honest. But there you go. And King of the Witch King's base is actually in trouble. Although he does throw down his partner throws down a rebuild on it. So it's far from dead. But this troll stone thrower is still here. They definitely need to get rid of this. And the blue elves at the bottom trying to fend off the green elves from the right side. Wildmen being summoned down by Kili to attempt to kill off these Noldors. And these Mirkwoods. Or those lower names actually. They want to be Mirkwoods. King of the Witch King has been defeated as well. And that's 2 players dead from the left team. And I think this game is going to go to the right team here. As there's only 2 players remaining. Which would be DreadReapr and his partner, Timewizard. Well, they may quit out of this game, or they may wait until they're defeated. We will see. Hopefully the latter, so we get to see them die. In the most glorious fashion possible. Look at all these Dark Rangers. And that looks like that's the end of the replay. So I guess the left team lost, and whoever was put up the replay has quit out of the game. So they stopped observing. So we can no longer watch the end. But, as you might imagine, the right team did win. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that game. And I'll see you in the next cast, The Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.02. So, see you next time.